What is up, guys? Welcome to another unbox video. So earlier this week, Apple mentioned that they were going to start selling their new BeatsX wireless earbuds this Friday, and today is Friday, so I scored a pair. Now, I have the Apple AirPod. They do a really good job considering how small they are. It looks like a little thing of dental floss. But there are some things that I miss from more traditional earbuds. Specifically things like the volume control. So there's no way with the AirPods to control the volume. You have to either invoke Siri or you have to grab your phone. The BeatsX, these share the same W1 chip technology that the AirPods do. Namely, this will facilitate pretty much instant pairing as soon as you turn it on with a new iOS device. And what's better is if you're in the Apple ecosystem, it'll bind these BeatsX to all of your devices. So you can go to your computer, your laptop, your iPad, and just select the source and the BeatsX earbuds will be there. So let's go ahead. I want to unbox these and then just take them out and show you some of the reasons why I decided to invest in these. So let's go to the side camera here. So you can see this is the BeatsX box. I got it in white. Now I thought that these came in only two colors, black and white, but when I checked Apple's website, there are actually four. You get black and white, but there's also blue and gray, both of which look awesome. I went with white because I like the white of the AirPods and I figured it would make some consistency there. All right, so one of the reasons why I decided to get the BeatsX is because of what's right up here in the corner, up to 8 hours of battery life. Now, the AirPods can give you 5 hours per full charge, and the case can give you 4 charges. But if I'm on a flight like I will be in a couple of days, I don't have to worry about that, especially if the flight's longer than 5 hours, which it will be. Here, I get a full charge, and it also has this really fast charging that will give you about 2 hours of use on about 5 minutes of charge. And on the back, you've got features here, so Bluetooth with W1, battery, and then there's the fast fuel. 5 minutes of charge is 2 hours of play, which is pretty freaking sweet. Now here's another reason why I'm excited. I didn't realize that these come with optional removable wingtips. So this is something that will improve and increase the likelihood of the buds staying in your ears. On top of that, it'll come with additional buds in different sizes. So it should really make it more likely for these to fit in your ears. All right, so let's go ahead and open this up. There's kind of you can see there's a little tear right here. So, we have unboxed. Now there's a tab. Oh, I like that little tab that kind of remains. So go ahead, lift this up, and there they are. So let's just take this out, and here we go. So here are the different inserts that you can attach, and then the wingtips. And it looks like they come in 2 sizes. So let's take these out, put this away, and there we have it. So on the back here, there is a lightning cable. So the BeatsX charge using lightning, not USB-C or micro USB. And then there is this soft kind of silicone case. So let's take this out. And you can see it kind of opens up, kind of like an old school coin purse. I don't know if any of you remember those. But yeah, so it's made out of, like a silicone, so it doesn't seem like it gets much fingerprints on it. And the only thing is, this won't necessarily protect your device against any sort of pressure because it's pretty malleable. So that's something to consider. Maybe you have another harder shell case that you want to use, but that's what this is. And then we have the charging cable here. Just pop that out. And then we have these wingtips, so you can see them right here. And these are optional. You don't need to use these, so just remember that. And then we have the different size buds, which I think is great. I mean, I think this will help a lot of people. All right, we can move these out of the way, and let's take these out. So, oh yeah, these are actually this connecting cable that goes behind your neck is stiffer than I thought, which is kind of nice. So yeah, I mean, these look really nice. I'm gonna throw these on really quickly just to see what they feel like. I want to see, oh yeah, this is one of the cool things. All right, if we take a quick look though, you can kind of see here that right on the cable it says L, so this designates it as left. And then we go across, here is your volume control. So this gives you volume up, volume down, as well as play, pause, and take or hang up on a call. This is one part of the battery with the lightning port. And then on the other side, you've got what I assume is another part of the battery. And this has the power button right here. And then finally, you've got the right bud. So let's see how fast these will pair with the W1 chip. So I've got the phone here, and I'm going to press and hold the power button and let go. So there, and there you go. It says connect. So I'm going to hit connect. Done. Comes with 91% charge on this particular device, which is great. Thank you very much. And we are ready to rock. So the way I see myself using this is taking it, holding it like this, just putting it around my neck, and then just putting the buds in. And I will tell you, actually, just straight out of the box, they feel instantly more secure than the AirPods. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's hard to talk with these in my ears. Actually, and that's another reason why I'm very excited about these. I've watched a few video reviews on YouTube, and one thing that everyone said was that the ability for these buds to block out ambient noise, even though there is no active noise canceling, is far superior than the AirPods. That to me is very important, especially when I'm flying or if I'm sitting in a busy coffee shop or something. I just don't want my music to have to compete with all the noises around me. So this is very exciting here. Okay, so I was playing around with some of the configurations here, and it turns out that the stock buds, the ones that come straight out of the box, fit my ear perfectly. And I also installed a wingtip, and that just, I'm using this, it looks like there are two sizes, and the smaller one for me fits, I mean, it just feels rock solid. So I'm gonna show you over here how you put these on, because it takes a little bit of force. All right, so here's the bud, here's the tip here, and you can see that there's this notch over here that has to align with the wire. So you have to take the little earbud gel off, put that down, and then just slide this in, and you can see that you want to make sure that align it so that when you start pressing it on, the cable goes into that notch. So you can kind of see that right there, and then you just have to press it in. There's also a cutout for the microphone so that sound can travel through, you're not blocking it. So just kind of press it in until it gets all the way in there. You'll know it's secure, everything matches up now. And then with that done, just reapply the bud. There you go. Okay, so that's one thing that you do lose. One of the great things about AirPods, I do love this, is that if you take one of the buds out, everything stops. If you're watching a video, it pauses. If you're listening to music, it pauses. And then as soon as you put it back in, it starts playing. That's the kind of Apple stuff that I love. It's fantastic. The Beats don't have that kind of proximity sensor on their buds, so that's kind of why you have the control over here. You can play and pause right there. But that's just kind of one of those differences. If you really, really like that feature, you're going to have to stick with the AirPods. But so far, I've been listening to it for about 10 minutes, using a variety of genres from my Spotify playlists, and sound is fantastic. I know Beats are typically very, very bass heavy, all about that bass. But these are definitely more kind of mid-range. The bass is there, but it's not as strong as I thought it would be, and I'm kind of happy about that. And yeah, I mean, just it provides a really, really nice audio listening experience. I even started listening to one of my audiobooks from Audible, and the spoken word is really crisp. That's always one of the things I worry about, is that it'll sound too muddy when there's too much bass, but this was great. So, you know, all in all, I'm very happy with these. You know, the cable here kind of wants to bend, so remember, you have to kind of work with this case here, and there's actually a little diagram on the back of where you can see how they recommend putting the BeatsX into this case. So yeah, let me know what you think. Did I sell you on these BeatsX? You think you can go pick up a pair? Or maybe you're gonna wait for the AirPods to come back in stock? These are still out of stock, which is pretty amazing. Or, you know, maybe you like cans. I mean, these are the Bose Quiet Control 35s. I use these at my computer here whenever I'm editing video, because this has active noise canceling, and it gives me a wonderful representation of what the audio in this video is going to sound like. I try not to edit video using speakers. So these are fantastic. I know Sony makes some amazing wireless headsets that are worth checking out as well. So Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Definitely hit that thumbs up button if you like this video, and hit that subscribe button for more videos coming down the line. All right, everyone. See you later.